what he wants as a part of our very next Super Show that's right after Cage of Death, Friday night, December the 20th. We're going to crown our very first Dojo Wars Tag Team Champions. Aaron Ash will defend the Medal of Valor, and Meatbag will go one-on-one with Mother, and he will get to choose the stipulation for that as a part of his winning that main event 4-on-4 elimination tag match last week. He's going to cash in his thank you for Mr. Turner for that matchup. But right now, it's time for our main event on this edition of Dojo Wars, and it's a part of the Dojo Wars Tag Team Championship Tournament.
Welcome to the American Murder Society.
And their opponents.
Come on, buddy, we don't get paid by the hour. Let's go. Shut up. You guys only have to go back. He was saying. Oh. Just makes more sense.
Ladies and gentlemen, our main event on this edition of Dojo Wars, one fall with a 30-minute time limit, is a part of the Dojo Wars Tag Team Championship Tournament, Round Robin Round. The referee for the matchup, junior official Lulu Lemon. Introducing first to my right, competing in their first match in the Round Robin Round, they are the team of Aaron Bradley and Steve Hawk, the American Murder Society. Their opponents to my left, also competing in their first match in the Round Robin Round, they are the team of the Sardonic Shooter and the only legit shooter in professional wrestling, Ari Abbott, and the former CZW Dojo Wars Medal of Valor champion, DK Meadows. They are the Self-Hate Club.
Yo, this round robin tournament's stupid. Do single elimination next time. Your ass will be out for a single elimination. Thank you.
Ari Abbott very upset with the idea of round robin tournaments. He was kind of mad he was left out of the Tournament of Valor last year as a part of our Dojo Wars 5-year celebration, and Dominic De Niro, very interested observer here tonight.
What's wrong with this chair?
I mean, Henrik was out here earlier apparently as a fan, and people kicked things in disgust.
What a bozo. Oh look, there's DK Meadows.
You know, Dominic De Niro we saw earlier tonight, he had a very strange matchup with Charlie Tiger. You and Key Min, along with Tiger and Griffin McCoy, the other two teams in this block of the Round Robin Round, obviously here doing some scouting for future matchups here in the next 2 or 3 weeks.
I'm very impressed with what I've seen so far.
We're ready.
30-minute time limit. There must be a winner, meaning referee's going to try their best to make sure no countouts, no disqualifications, and that we settle things. We already saw that earlier tonight in the other block with Greg Jones and Adrian Santos in a humongous upset. Greg Jones pinning DJ Hyde's shoulders to the canvas. But for
Did
Aaron
I just
Bradley,
hear that correctly? Greg Jones pinned DJ Hyde's shoulders to the canvas.
Yes, he did. That's 2 weeks in a row that Greg Jones is directly responsible for a pinfall on DJ Hyde.
We have now entered the Twilight Zone.
But a Twilight Zone right now for Aaron Bradley and for Ari Abbott is that for both of these men, the next 3 weeks is a chance for them to prove that they are a part of the best tag team on the East Coast. Bradley and Off, decorated tag team, former Pro Wrestling Magic World Tag Team Champions.
Yeah, well, he's underestimating Ari Abbott right now, and I know from experience this kid's actually a legit shooter.
Yeah, he's tapped out more than his fair share. Layla Hirsch certainly has plenty of stories to tell about that. Or forget about that, one would imagine. And Ari here using that skill set, you know, he has a reach advantage. He doesn't have the power, doesn't have the strength advantage, but definitely surprising Bradley. You know, Bradley's known for being an amazing amateur wrestler. Really strong credentials coming into this contest. So to have a young man like Ari Abbott even hang with him tells you just how legit Ari Abbott is.
Man, you give that kid 1 second and he will choke you out.
Yeah, Meatbag definitely learned that the hard way. And so did Layla Hirsch. And right now, Ari working on the armbar. Nope. Ankle pick there by Bradley. Oh, look at that. Using those big ham bones. Giant freaking forearms right across the face of Ari. And that's the difference. This young man, Ari Abbott, just weeks shy of his 17th birthday. He's got a long way to go, but his skill level, just very impressive for his age. Looking to become the youngest person to ever hold a championship in Combat Zone Wrestling in any shape, form, or fashion. But De Niro, he's going to go through you and Ki Min next week. That's a very tall task and a very interesting matchup, especially considering the actions of Ki Min here over the course of the last couple weeks.
Well, you know, Ki couldn't make it tonight. He had some personal issues to take care of. And it's my objective right now, scout my competition. I know exactly who I have next week. That's exactly what I'm dealing with.
Shoulder tackle by Bradley. Pulls up as Ari Abbott tried for a leapfrog, caught him over.
I wouldn't hold him.
That fireman's carry. Yeah, wouldn't hold him there long. That's exactly correct. And Abbott quickly finding a way to reverse. You know, the most important thing about Ari Abbott is paying attention to whether he wears the gi or not. Because I think that kind of controls his style of offense. And Meadows here had a very interesting weekend. Originally scheduled to take on Casey Navarro this past Saturday night. Taking on a little bit of that aggression out right now on Off and Bradley. Pace now slowing down.
Ooh. I know what that feels like.
And Meadows opening up on Off. Ripcord right into that spinning power slide. 1, 2. Oh, only a 2 count. No, De Niro, you did mention that you know what that feels like. You and DK Meadows this past summer had a series of phenomenal matchups around that Medal of Valor championship. You came very close. How much would it mean to perhaps, you know, not only become the first Dojo Wars Tag Team Champions, but along the way, prevent that man from doing the same?
It seems to be my only objective in this tournament is to make sure that DK Meadows comes nowhere close to winning. If I just so happen to win them, yeah, I'll take it.
The last singles matchup that DK Meadows had at a Super Show was a loss at the hands of you. He did rebound last week, beating, you know, world-renowned competitor Danny Limelight.
Danny Limelight, I don't know too much about the kid. Apparently comes from California. And we'll leave it at that. He's not here this week. Let's focus on this match.
Yeah, Meadows now finding himself slowed down here at the hands of Bradley. Just stretching him. Oh, and now raking away at the face. Pulling and tearing at the nose and the mouth of DK Meadows.
Like he can get any uglier, man.
You know, Meadows has been in quite a number of wars here at the dojo. He's spilled blood repeatedly. As recently as that matchup just 2 weeks ago with you.
We all know how that went.
Left here with a bloody nose, so for Bradley to basically stick his hands and his fingers right in that scenario. Very strange situation, to say the least. Oh, big rolling back elbow. Bradley
Right
pulling on
money.
the ankle of Meadows, dragging him to the corner. Double team, making a little bit of a wish there. And the demeanor now of Steve Off has drastically changed. What we saw here from was a very technical, high-impact matchup. Is turned into a little bit of a maniacal affair here, Dominic.
Yeah, these guys, they look like they can throw down. Looking forward to seeing if they make it to the finals. Some have to beat their asses.
And win, lose, or draw, you will meet them
Fuck was that?
on December the 20th. That snapmare and then that back kick by Bradley. You can see here the adrenaline, the emotion here as well from Bradley and Off, two competitors who maybe we don't see around the dojo as much, and the importance of how they behave in this matchup, in this tournament. It's very important to their future prospects. Perhaps feeling overlooked. You know, I talked to them a little bit earlier today. They talked about how, Bear Country right now looks to be challenging. The rep for the CZW World Tag Team Championship. They feel like, it's not about above the rest. It's not about the rep. It's not about YDMB. It's not about the skulk. American Murder Society are a team that are completely left out of the conversation when talking about tag teams who should be competing for the CZW World Tag Team Championship. And they believe by running through everyone in this tournament that they will prove that.
I've been here for a little over a year, Michael. I've seen people come and go. They haven't proved nothing to me yet. They're gonna have to earn that respect in the middle of the ring.
Big kickoff here by DK Meadows. And a quick tag into Ari Abbott.
Ooh.
Nice big arm. Another arm drag throw. It's trying to look as if it was a judo lock from our positioning there, but it was not. There we go. Now that's a judo takeover there. Abbott, slow, step up, drops an elbow.
Very impressive.
And did you hear that thud, Dominic?
Very impressive.
Bradley.
Little kid's a daredevil.
Abbott thinks of himself as a pure grappler. Re-entry there.
Right.
And Off taking advantage, kicking away at the ropes, catching that young man right in a very precarious position. Big DDT. Cover. 1, 2, and only a 2 count. Bradley just urging Ari Abbott to stay down.
They may have kicked him in the balls, but he's showing a lot of heart.
There are 3 matches standing between either of these teams and the finals of the Dojo Wars Tag Team Championship Tournament. For Bradley and Off right now, it's about setting the tone, about keeping their word that they are the best unsigned, unrecognized tag team on the planet today. For DK Meadows and Ari Abbott, it's about overcoming the loss of a friend to become the first young men or women to win the Dojo Wars Tag Team Champions. But for Min and Dinero, I don't know what it is for you guys.
I'm sorry, I'm caught up in the action right here.
Yeah, Bradley just planting Abbott in the center of the ring, breaking this young man in half. Shoots the half. Again, we talked about the amateur credentials of one Aaron Bradley. John telling Ari to fight him like a man. Oh! The one thing we talk about in combat sports, Dominic, is the fact that as you age, there's kind of a sweet spot where the strength starts to perfect and the technique starts to kind of crescendo. And just like that, Abbott using that technique to his advantage.
Oh, come on, ref.
But there's Off to break things up and save the ankle of Aaron Bradley. Bradley just knocking Meadows off the apron. You got to think, with this being a round-robin tournament, that Bradley doesn't want to be injured. A loss in one of these matches is better than a loss in all three, or an inability to compete going into 2020. Tries for a running Liger bomb, but Abbott out of the back. Leaping DDT now, De Niro.
Kid still has some fight in him.
Given the heart, given the technique, given the skill level of Ari Abbott, the sky is the limit as he grows. Tag into Meadows. Meadows underneath the clothesline, pushes off into the corner, calls him out. Oh! Off, collides into Bradley. Step up knee. Pump kick right in the corner.
Right in the bush.
De Niro has gone silent here as DK Meadows is clearing house at Fireman's Carry. Tosses the feet off right into Bradley. Bradley to the floor. TKO cover. One. No, off is right in the ropes. Referee not going to make that same mistake twice in one night, De Niro.
About to mention that she kind of screwed up a finish earlier in the show.
Christian Robinson picking up a victory. Just as upset as Prince Ahmed was with the feet being in the ropes. So Bradley and Meadows just colliding like two bulls. They've isolated Ari Abbott. High-low. It's like 1, 2, 3. Wow. A big upset. And the American Murder Society pick up the victory.
Ladies and gentlemen, the time of the fall, 12 minutes. The winners of the match, Aaron Bradley, Steve Off, the American Murder Society!
Single elimination, huh, boys, huh?
Ari Abbott talked about how if it was single elimination, that's the type of game he wanted. But if it was single elimination, Meadows and Abbott would be done.
Thank you.
I'd like to see you try that shit with me.
Excuse me?
Hey.
Excuse me? You guys want to say?
Hey, December 20th, you guys made.
Come on, stand up.
Dominic De Niro leaving ringside. It's been a crazy night here at the dojo. Greg Jones and Adrian Santos and American Murder Society, the first teams on the board in the round-robin tournament. Next week, we will have 4 big matches on our way, not just to Cage of Death, but to Super Show 27. For everyone here at the dojo, I'm Noah Anthony. We'll see you here next week.